Good afternoon, everybody. The first semi-final of the 1987 World Cup was played here today. It was the semi-final between Pakistan and Australia at Calcutta. A massive crowd in Calcutta, 110,000 people to witness what potentially could have been an absolute classic. These two sides have met in quarter-finals before. Australia thrashed Pakistan by 73 runs in 1975. Pakistan gained revenge later to win by 89 runs 4 years later at Kandy. I think it was in Kandy. Hey, was it in Kandy? I think it was. Just double check. Yep, it was 4 years later to knock out a really awful Australia. But these two teams have been playing really well. Pakistan won all 6 previous matches and played some great cricket. Australia just seemed to be getting better and better against the West Indies. They produced an absolute clinical display, one of the best displays by a team I think I've ever seen in a World Cup match. The pitch, like most pitches in Calcutta, is exactly the same pitch that Pakistan hit 297 for 7 on in the quarter-final against Sri Lanka. It was hard and flat, and Pakistan won the toss, and Imran Khan elected to bowl first. Now, considering that Australia have consistently got very good scores when batting first, and obviously defended them, this is how Australia have done throughout the tournament. They bat first, they win the match. Imran Khan felt, with his side having chased 237 Ahmedabad, that he felt his side could chase around 250 odd, and the pitch wouldn't change that much. To be honest with you, the pitch didn't change that much, but this was the outcome of, in my opinion, one of the best semi-finals you'll ever likely to see. A wonderful spectacle between two sides who gave absolutely everything. Australia started off well again. From there, it was David Boone and Geoff Marsh. Geoff Marsh got 37. David Boone hit 67 off 93 deliveries. A brilliantly placed innings. 36 for Dean Jones. 18 for the captain, Alan Balder. But look at that. Mike Folletta was in for Tom Moody today. 48 off 50 deliveries. A wonderful innings. 32 for Steve Waugh. 27 deliveries. There was ducks for Simon O'Donnell, Greg Dyer and Craig McDermott. And 1 not out for Tim May. They made 267 for 8. But from 30 overs, they were 180 for 3. Pakistan came back really well in the final 20 overs. Australia only scored 87 runs for 5 wickets in the final 20 overs. They probably should have got 300. The way they batted was absolutely superb, but they came back very strong. Tusif Ahmed, Abdul Qadir, the leg spinner, the off spinners respectively, and Wasim Akram and Imran Khan bowled really well towards the back end of the innings as well. So 267 for 8 from 50 overs. 19 for 1 for Saleem Malik. 4 for 1 for Wasim Akram. Bizarre decision, really. Remember, he took 4 wickets in his last match, Salim Jaffer, in a man-of-match performance against the West Indies. He wasn't fit in the quarter-final against Sri Lanka. He was replaced by Munzar Eli. He's back today, and he opened the bowling instead of... They've opened the bowling with... Imran Khan has opened the bowling with himself and Wasim Akram so far in this World Cup, but he gave the new ball to Salim Jaffer, and he got whacked for 60 runs off his 6 overs. Absolutely stunning decision, to be honest with you. He should have opened with Akram. Akram was expensive from his 10 overs. He went for 54 runs, but obviously he's a wicket taker. 2 for 36 for Imran Khan. Moved on to 15 wickets in the tournament. 0 for 39 for Abdul Qadir, the hat-trick hero and the hero against Sri Lanka in a man-of-match performance. Didn't take a wicket, was very economical. The spinners have been economical throughout this tournament for all the teams. 1 for 39 for Tusif Ahmed. So, Australia made 267 for 8 from their 50 overs. Pakistan... In response, they gave absolutely everything. The run rate was... They lost early wickets. The early wickets went for Ramiz Raja 1. He's really gone off the ball since his 100 against the Dutch in the opening match of the tournament. 12 for Mansoor Akhtar. And 37 for 2 and 79 for 3 as well. 25 for Javed Mindrad as well. But Imran Khan, the captain, 58 or 54 deliveries. The run rate, they kept going at 5 and over, Pakistan, so they were always within touching distance. But then he played a shot, he played a loose shot and was out, caught on the boundary by edged and caught by Greg Dyer in an absolute magnificent catch, was it? By Greg Dyer in an absolute magnificent catch. 20 for Akram on 16 deliveries, but then that low order just fell apart. The last 7 wickets falling for just 99 runs. 8 for Ijaz Ahmed, 4 for Saleem Yusuf, 1 for Abdul Qadir, 2 for Salim Jaffer, and 0 not out for Tusim Ahmed. But look at that innings from Saleem Malik. He kept going, he never gave up. He kept hitting the ball. He hit 100 off 118 balls in a man of the match performance, going past the 400-run barrier as well. He's now the leading run scorer in this World Cup. The first ever Pakistani batsman to hit 400 runs in a World Cup tournament. 2 50s and 100. And he got a 46 and a 49 in the group stage as well. A wonderful, wonderful tournament for Saleem Malik. And a wonderful way to go out. But in the end, they were all out for 249 in 49 overs. They took wickets at crucial times. That was the difference, in my opinion. 1 for 26 for Alan Balder, 1 for 51 for Steve Waugh, 0 for 45 for Simon O'Donnell, 0 for 36 for Tim May. Bruce Reid, fantastic, 3 for 41, 4 for 44 for Craig McDermott. He's moved on to 20 wickets in the tournament. He's one behind Mike Hendrick's record of 21 wickets in the 21 wickets in the tournament, which he took in 1979. So he needs 2 wickets in the final to set a new record of most wickets in a single World Cup tournament. Craig McDermott, he's been the most consistent bowler and possibly the most consistent player in the tournament. What a match. One of the best semi-finals I've ever witnessed. 249 all out in 49 overs. This is the outcome of a wonderful encounter. Pakistan versus Australia at Calcutta. Pakistan won the toss, selected to bowl on a hard, flat pitch. It turned out to be the wrong decision, but the fact that Pakistan stayed in touch with Australia and only lost by 18 runs suggests that the pitch did well. Imran Khan said the huge difference was the fact that Australia took wickets at crucial times, whereas Pakistan took their wickets toward the back end of the innings, but they did well to restrict Australia. Having won the toss and bowled first, they've restricted Australia 267 for 8. Australia probably feel they should have got 300 runs, if we're being honest with you. Should have felt that they probably got 300 runs, to be honest with you, but they got 267 for 8. Pakistan fought and fought and fought and fought, but in the end, they were all out for 249 in 49 overs. Australia winning an absolute classic, thrilling match by 18 runs, but the man of the match for his 100 off 118 deliveries, the man that nearly got Pakistan over the line, the man that kept Pakistan within touching distance of Australia, Saleem Malik, for his 100 off 118 balls, was man of the match. This is what it means. Australia are through to their second World Cup final, their first World Cup final since playing in the first World Cup final at Lords in 1975 against the West Indies. We all know how that finished, in a thrilling win for the West Indies at Lords. But Australia in their second World Cup final. They'll either play England or India on Sunday. England and India play tomorrow in the second semi-final. But let's have a look at these star players. They've all had pretty decent games. This is what I mean. The great players always seem to rise to the top. Let's have a look at the 2 Pakistan players. I think both of them are going to be contenders for player of the tournament. He's had a wonderful all-round tournament, especially in the last few games. His first 50 of the tournament, 183 runs in 6 innings, an average of 30 for Imran Khan, and 15 wickets in 6 matches, an average of 13 with a ball. What an all-round tournament this guy's had, and he's been brilliant captain as well. Is this his last ever World Cup tournament, or will he try again in Australia in 4 years' time? He'll be 40 in Australia in 4 years' time, I think. Let's just have a look. He'll be 39 when the World Cup's played in Australia. Does he have another tournament left in him? I'm not too sure. But here is Ijaz Ahmed's Saleem Malik's performance. 403 runs in 7 matches, an average of 67, which included 2 50s and 100. The first ever Pakistani batsman to go past the 400 run barrier in a World Cup tournament. He's the leading run scorer so far, and also 6 wickets in 5 matches, an average of 22. He's had an absolute glorious tournament, Saleem Malik. As for the Australian bowlers, well, there it is. 20 wickets in 7 matches for Craig McDermott, an average of 12. He's comfortably the leading wicket taker. He's probably going to end up finishing up as the leading wicket taker in this World Cup. And he just needs 1 wicket to equal the record of Mike Hendrick's record of 21 wickets, which he set in 1979. And his average with a bat is 4, but obviously he's a bowler. Steve Waugh averaged 55. He's had a wonderful tournament. 13 wickets in 7 matches, an average of 20. And averaging 55 with a bat. He got another not out today. 220 runs in 7 matches. An average of 55. That includes 3 not outs. What a tournament he's had. David Boone. He's actually... Oh, I apologise. Oh, it's Geoff Marsh. He's the leading run scorer of the tournament by just 1 run. That 31, which he managed, takes him up to 400 runs in 4... Takes him up to 404 runs in 7 matches, an average of 67. Which includes 1 century and 2 50s as well. So he's actually, he ain't the leading run scorer in the tournament, Saleem Malik. It is Geoff Marsh with 404 runs in 7 innings. What a tournament he's had. He's gone off the ball a little bit, but that is a terrific effort. And David Boone, 374 runs in 7 innings, an average of 53. 4 50s in 7 matches for David Boone. 4 50s in 7 matches for David Boone, an average of 53. But yeah, what an encounter. In terms of quality, that was absolutely outstanding. I don't think I've ever seen a semi-final with quality like that. Probably since the West Indies-Pakistan semi-final at Kandy back in 1979. Absolutely sensational. Congratulations to Australia. That victory against the West Indies now looks even more seismic. By virtue of them in the World Cup final, will have a chance to win their first ever World Cup. England and India stand between them. They play each other tomorrow for the second semi-final. That's going to be difficult to predict. England looking to gain revenge for their group stage defeat against India. India looking to become the first ever host nation to reach the World Cup final. So, what a game we've seen in Calcutta. Congratulations to Australia. Commiseration to Pakistan. What a tournament they've had. This is me, Lawrence Howard, reporting on the 1987 Cricket World Cup being played here in India on Brian Lower Cricket PlayStation. We'll see you for tomorrow's second semi-final between England versus India. If it's anything as good as today's semi-final, we're in for something special. It's bye-bye from me.